Well, Cody Hylton, head coach of the Northwest Guilford Middle School boys basketball team. Big win today over Southeast. Kind of looked like the NBA All-Star game back in the late 80s, early 70s, back in those days. Running gun game today, but you guys on the top end of it.
Yes, sir. It was. I'm very proud of them. We came out with energy at the very beginning. That's what we talked about. We've had slow starts this year, and here at the very end of the season is where we kind of want to pick it up. We really need to win these last 3 games, and was very proud of the way they came out and communicated well. We were able to finish around the basket and break the press and get some good shots there early. So I was very happy with the way they started the game.
Good shooting percentage too. You guys hit most of your shots. You took quite a few, but you made most of them too.
We did. That was a point of emphasis to try to get Vinnie the ball, get the ball to the middle, look opposite, keep the ball high, take good shots, and we really did a good job making that extra pass tonight. And fortunately we were able to, like you said, knock some down. Which here during our little stretch where we lost 4 in a row, we were getting good shots, but we weren't making them. But just staying positive with the guys, telling them, hey, we're getting the shots we want. So eventually they're going to go down. So
was that the best team played so far this year, you think?
They played us. Southeast is very good. They're super fast. They played us very tough the first game. So I knew it was going to be a very good match. We were just very fortunate tonight that we made some shots early and got a good lead, and we're lucky enough to stay hot there in the second half and come away with a win. So I'm very happy about that.
Let's bring Boyles out. I think he's one of our post players.
Yeah, sure. What's up, big guy?
Tell me about Boyles and the job he did in the post. Not a ton of shots to the post initially because of the outside shooting, but they made good work out of it. He and Brown on the inside played extremely well.
Right, yeah. Isaac and especially Demarco here tonight, he was super active in our little half-court trap, getting deflections. He rebounded the ball great. Not only on the defensive end, but when shots went up, when we were driving to the rim, he was there on the backside to get those offensive boards and get some putbacks. So I think personally his best game, super active tonight, which is what we need out of him, especially here toward the end. So I was very happy with that. Very happy with that.
Okay, Demarco Boyles with us. Talk about your game today and how it went for you guys and what allowed you to get this good, solid, clear-cut victory.
We played really good. It's probably my best game so far in the season. Had a couple points, rebounds, made some turnovers, made some good passes too.
Some of those good passes sometimes are passes when you recognize the fact your outside shooter is hot. Just get him the ball, whip it out there to him, those cross-court passes, and find him open outside. Vinnie was hitting those threes. You guys got it to him with regularity, which is good.
Yep.
Solid passes, solid work for you and Brown inside. Talk about the job you and Brown do together inside in the post there. And also this big guy who came in I've never seen before, Harrington, jumps in. He's popping right inside too. The 3 of you inside, it's almost like watching a high school team in some ways. Talk about the way you guys work together and do so good. Talk about that a little bit.
So Shay, Isaac, Shay's our tallest player. He really throws up shots a lot, but they go in. Isaac could work on catching the ball a little bit, but his finishing be on and off. His rebound, he knows how to rebound.
Talk about, if you will, too, about the fact how well you guys work so well together and the defense you play. In practice, do you go against each other? Some in practice, you and Brown, Harrington, you guys?
Yeah.
So how do you guys get your shots up against Harrington? I saw you had a couple of blocks that looked like they're coming out of nowhere, just swatted them all away. How does that help you improve your game against those big players in practice?
Yes, it does. We really just foul Shay a lot. Shay and Isaac, we fouled a lot in practice.
So you work through those fouls too. That free throw line, you take care of the free throws too.
Yep.
Talk about what Coach Hilton's done for you guys as far as bringing this team along. You guys have gotten better this year. Look like a very solid team.
A lot better.
What's happened to make you guys better, you think?
The way we practice, we run a lot more than we did last year. We practice a lot better, unless we're playing around on the sideline.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. If you run a lot in practice, you guys run the floor pretty well too. Those fast breaks and transition up down the court, you get down the court real well as a group. If you will, I'll let you step aside. We'll bring Vinnie in next. Coach, if you will, begin to talk about Vinnie and the job Vinnie does. And kind of like what all these guys are doing. Get a little hand here for Vinnie as we move around a little bit here. All right, Vinnie, talk about today's game and how well you guys played and those 3-pointers. They were going for you. What was working for you today, you thought?
Yeah, I saw it, I got it, and I shot it.
And you made it, right? Coach, talk about Vinny. He's kind of excited about this too. Don't let him leave.
He's a little flustered right here.
Don't let him leave yet. Yeah.
Vinny, from day one, we've told him if he's open and he can see the rim, we want him to shoot it. And if he doesn't shoot it, he knows where he'll be. He'll be sitting right next to me. Because most of the time, our best shot on offense is coming from him. So if he doesn't take the shot, more likely we're going to turn it over or something bad's going to happen. So if he's open, we want him to let it fly. He's done a great job all year. Like I said, tonight was obviously his best shooting game, but he's handled the ball really well for us. He's a smart player. He knows where to be on the court. He knows where his teammates are going to be, and I really think he's got a bright future, especially as he not only finishes here but goes next door. So very excited to see what the future holds for Vinny. But yeah, we mess with him all the time because when he hesitates, that's a bad thing. We want him to let it fly. So.
What year is he right now? 8th grade, 7th grade?
8th grade, yes, sir.
He's ready to move up next year.
Yes, sir.
Talk about Vinny. What have you learned from Coach Hilton about three-point shooting you can do?
Yeah, I've learned not to hesitate. Just if I'm open to shoot it.
Coach, you talk about that too, three-point shooting. Go back to Northwest yourself and Nick Powell, two of the better three-point shooters I had seen back when you guys were together in the high school team. So I guess some of that can be kind of transferred to your team here with Vinny and the guys.
Sure. I talk about that group all the time with these guys, and how we used to play, back in the day, and I'd love to see Northwest as a group, and as a whole, not just middle school but high school as well, to get back to that point, spread the floor, shooters all over the place, and I think we're getting to that point, here very soon. So Nick and I, it was fun playing with him. We were great friends growing up, and still talk to each other, and so he still follows the program, keeps up with what I'm doing, and Coach Revis, and so yeah, it's really neat being here and sharing these experiences with these guys. And so always good to see a shooter like Vinny that I can relate to and share those experiences with. So it's cool.
Vinny, what do you got to do to keep getting better with your three-point shooting? What can you do to improve?
I had to keep practicing catching, shooting off the dribble.
Talk about your little brother and the job he did. He came in today. You got to be kind of proud of him too.
Yeah, he came in, shot the ball pretty well.
You guys work out together as far as in practice at home and with travel teams?
Yeah, he has an A team. I sometimes go out there and practice with him, get some shots up.
What do you think the best strength of your game is right now for you overall?
Oh, for sure shooting.
Get to the free throw line much?
What?
Do you get to the free throw line much? Free throws?
Sometimes.
Did they ever foul on the three-point shot? Have you had any 4-point plays?
Yeah, I've had one 4-point play.
Not bad at all. Vinny, good job today in the game. Keep up the good work. And give me your last name again.
Trino.
Vinny Trino. Your brother's first name?
Anthony.
Anthony Trino, Vinny Trino. Coach Hilton, you got to be proud of this Viking team, what you guys are doing. And again, what's it going to take to maybe get in that mix for the conference tournament, maybe win the championship with these guys this year?
Yeah, we definitely got to win these next two games. Play Northern Monday and then Kaiser Thursday.
Two tough games.
Two tough games. Yeah, very good teams that got us the first time we played them. So definitely need to take care of business these next two games. I think we're tied for third at the moment. So since they started the county tournament, we've been third. We've been on the outside looking in, so I'd love to see this group at least just make it and see what happens, because I definitely think they're good enough to compete.
If you beat Northern, you beat Kaiser, beat both of them, do you get in, you think?
I believe so. That should put us in a good spot. So they're more than capable, so I hope we can get it done. So.
I know Northern's got Cruz back again this year. He kind of leads their team. I know Kaiser's got Shoemate, and they've got Alex Cole and some other guys. They've got a tough team also, and the Hill kid on the inside. So I think you got a chance to beat both those teams. Just got to make sure guys like Vinny have got that hot hand that day. The guys getting the ball, make sure your inside guys control the offense, control the paint.
Absolutely. That's the key to it. I mean, they're well-coached teams. They played us really well the first time we played. We had a tough one against Northern, very close, and then Kaiser kind of blitzed us at the beginning, and we put ourselves in a hole, and came back a little late, but weren't able to get it done. So we know what we're going up against, and I think the guys will be ready. So we'll see what happens next week.
Quick closing question: do you get to sometimes start Harrington, Brown, and Demarco, all those guys at the same time? All those guys, Boyles, all those three guys?
Yeah. So we've kind of had the same five all year long. then Shay will come off the bench. He seems to play well in that role. And then as the game goes on, we'll mix in certain lineups, big, small, and kind of fill it out, how the game's going. But Harrington and Brown definitely play well together. They got a good high-low action that that they play, and so it's a good connection. It's good to have options. I think this year more than any, we've had I've had options to mix and match different groups, and they play well together, so that's been fun. So.
Coach, great job today. Keep up the good work. And Vinny, go home and look up a guy named George Lehman, ABA years ago. Look up a guy maybe J.J. Reddick. Study those guys.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
How about those guys?
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, sir.